Hold on there, cowboy, before you go ahead and slam that pinky finger into the buy button on one of those brand new Alienware Quantum OLEDs, such as their 27-inch 360Hz or their 32-inch 240Hz 4K model. You might want to watch this video first because I just verified some information about some upcoming displays that is absolutely insane. Now, if you haven't seen it yet, there have been some models listed over on MSI's website of some upcoming OLEDs at far better prices than I think anybody was expecting. I mean, the 27-inch is being listed at $799.99, which is $100 less than the Alienware version, roughly. And then they have the 32-inch 4K model MPG, which, by the way, is going to be the second highest end version of this display, listed at $949.99. That is $250 cheaper than the Alienware version, which, by the way, I had a ton of issues when it came to the firmware on multiple models of that Alienware version. Now, the 27-inch, not as much. That one was a pretty flawless experience outside of a few minor bugs. But yeah, the 32-inch had some issues. So if this one comes in at $950 and has nowhere near the amount of issues that I had on the Alienware version, this could be a really good option to wait out for rather than waiting for firmware updates on the Alienware, although of course you do get Dolby Vision with the Alienware, whereas I don't think you get that here. But in any case, this was so good that I honestly did not believe it, as at first I was told that the MAG model would be $999, the MPG model that you're seeing right now would be actually $1199, and then the MEG model with all the AI stuff on it and the DisplayPort 2.1 would be quote-unquote under $2,000. So God, I hope that didn't mean $1999. Now, again, I didn't believe this website listing, so I actually reached out to one of my MSI contacts, and while they didn't outright say, yes, this is 100% the price, they did say what I was originally told with those higher prices was likely incorrect, as they can set different pricing for different regions, and it sounded to me like they were trying to say that the US would actually have far lower prices. So it sounds like, yes, this is probably going to be legitimate. The only thing here that might be kind of a mistake is maybe this is the more entry MAG model and not the MPG, and that's the only mistake I could potentially see there being. But to be honest with you, in terms of performance, I don't suspect you'll see much of a difference between those two anyway. So yeah, if you're on the edge of trying to buy that Alienware 32-inch, I would honestly definitely hold out at this point and wait to see what other ones are coming out, as I've also heard from Gigabyte that I believe they're going to have a version for $999 and then a DisplayPort 2.1 model for $1199. So again, I really would recommend waiting at this point before you decide upon which model you're going to get, and I would get subscribed to see my reviews on them so we can get down to the brass tacks of which one is the absolute best and worth your hard-earned money. Oh yeah, and in terms of a release date, it sounds like maybe some orders will start happening sometime around February, probably later in February, but I don't think you'll actually be able to get them until early March. So it is going to be a little bit over a month until you can get them. So if you can hold out, I definitely would. Whether you're looking to connect a new console, gaming PC, or just need a fast and reliable HDMI cable to connect over long distances, Rupro has you covered with their certified 8K HDMI 2.1 fiber optic cable, available in sizes of up to 50 feet and can deliver a perfect full 48 gigabits per second connection over distances other cables could only dream of reaching. And with 48 gigabits per second of bandwidth, it can easily drive 8K 60 FPS or 4K 144 FPS 10-bit HDR video through its ultra-thin, flexible, and durable housing, and it even supports ER. So if you're in the market for a cable that can drive a beautiful new TV or monitor, be sure to check out Rupro on Amazon today.